Well, TGIF, that means thank goodness it's Friday, and boy oh boy do I have a really cool coin that I'm going to be sharing with you. Actually, it's not a coin, it's more a round, and well, you guys will know exactly what it is because we're on number 10 of such a coin, or such a round, shall I say, from Pinehurst Coins, and we are talking about the Legendary Warriors, which, well, as you can clearly see here, is just one of my absolute favorites. I love it to bits. But anyway, we're gonna talk more about that in just a second. Before I do that, I just want to say, not this box, obviously. This is just holding the current series in it, but the boxes are ready and will be coming out in the next couple of days for this series. So it'll have 15 spots, which, well, indicates all 15 of the rounds that we know of. And I'll first be listing them on the Precious Metal Forum, but yeah, you may get a sneak peek beforehand. So anyway, you'll see what they're all about. They're really cool. And in fact, let's just say it has this design on it. So yeah, I think it's pretty dang cool. It's pretty interesting. And you guys know how much I like it. So who are we talking about on this Legendary Warrior time? It's, I'm gonna mess this up. Leonidas, who was king of the Spartans. Oh my God, I'm losing my plot. And as I said, he's number 10, which here he is. And just, wow. Try to get the name in there as well. So you can see, it does say, yeah, Leonidas. Or, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. But yeah, he is one mean, you just wouldn't want to mess with him, really. Yeah, he was renowned for his leadership, and, you know, again, king of the Spartans. I mean, the Spartans were an elite fighting force, really, back in that time, which was back in about 480 BC. So these guys were tough as nails. Now, his biggest, I guess, you know, claim to fame was when they needed to hold off the Persian troops from advancing, you know, further, and that's all to do with the Battle of Thermopylae. And he had only 300 Spartans, but he had several thousand Greek soldiers, just basic Greek soldiers, okay? You know, today we kind of nickname them cannon fodder and so on and so forth. They weren't using cannons back then, but you get my drift. So what happened? Well, he did a really crucial role. He ended up, you know, well, he led the Greek allied forces in a stand against, you know, the invasion Persian army, basically aiming to defend a pass. You know, he was trying to buy time, while the Greeks ultimately lost the battle. You know, they were the first ones to die. Leonidas and his Spartans troops, including, well, the 300 of them, were immortalized for their heroic defiance and, you know, sacrifice. At the Second Greco-Persian War, which was still the same war we're talking about here, he led the he led the Spartans to kind of do like a final stand. You know, because the Persian army was invading and doing some really, just, yeah, they're well overcome, let's put it that way. But eventually he was killed during the third and last day of battle. He was manipulated, and yeah, needless to say, they outwitted him, and eventually, off with his head, ended up on a pike. Really nasty stuff back then. But he would end up going down in history, for, I think there was some kind of famous quote, you could take them or something like that. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that it gets translated and lost. The coin, the round, is superb. It is highly detailed and just wow. Again, Spartans were an elite fighting force of their time, and although several thousand Greek forces had died, these guys here just and I've seen some movies about this pass, and there's a really old one. It was kind of almost, it was when they introduced color, believe it or not. Yes, I know. A lot of people here were like, what? You mean movies weren't always in color? Yeah, okay. It was a really old one, and it was an import one. It's kind of horrible frame rate as well. But, yeah, I remember watching that, and just, it was insane. If you guys know what I'm talking about, which movie it was, let me know. Some of you people of my age will most likely remember it. It was kind of almost a stop-motion type of thing, just because it was so badly slow with frame rate. But there we go. So what do I think? Well, of course, I'm collecting it. I'm going to be holding on to it and doing it. As I said and mentioned, I do have my own, the own custom box coming out. This is number 10, as I mentioned in series. There's a total of 15. We have, obviously, here's the first 8 here. And let's see here. First 8 here. And then I got one more over here, which was the one that I had just reviewed recently, which is Hannibal. And then this song makes up number 10. So 5 more to go. But hopefully, if you do want one of my custom boxes, you'll be able to grab it. There we go, folks. So this will, well, I was going to say, it would go in here, but I need to pay for it first. So I'll be doing that. And in fact, actually, it probably won't be. I'll be sticking it straight in my new box and showing it off for you guys to see. But if you do want one of these, head on over. There's a few Hannibals left on Martin's website as well. And also, just as a heads up, he has back in stock the 10-ounce Tudor Beast and the 2-ounce Tudor Beast. For those of you guys who missed out on round 1, he definitely ended up with more of them there. So have a look if you've missed them. They are now back in stock. So there you go. And have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. And I do have some really cool silver bits here that I've been holding on to, and I can't wait for it to be released. So then I can share it with you. All right, bye for now.